I am in a forest in Canada, and this is probably the most Canadian video I'm ever gonna film. Right now I am by Lake Simcoe, which is just down here. It is a little bit tough to get to, in all honesty, because this pathway over here, oh yeah, could really take you out if you're not careful. So, with lots of patience and lots of carefulness, I think I could somehow make it down. I am close, but it's not like I haven't done this before. So this right here is like a little private beach that I've been coming to for years, and it's gotten a lot smaller over time. The sand, like, it just keeps shrinking. It's not as much sand as it used to be. So setting up here is getting difficult. Ooh, there's a Canadian goose right over there. Maybe it's a bit small on camera, but it's there. So I'm gonna get my stuff and set up right here. So I got some Canadian fast food and Canadian drinks to try out, which I have had before, but I want to show them to you and how I react to them after not having them in a very long time. Before we do that, I brought my little friend over here to go and explore the lake for just a moment. My very fast drone that is spectacular to fly, because you get to use the goggles, so it's like really being there. It's a great experience. Just powering everything up. And we wait for the drone to tell us that it's ready. Once it picks up its GPS satellites, its location and everything, then we can shoot it and go. All right, all ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, I love the sunlight. I miss this drone. The thing is that it's quite large and you need a whole backpack to carry it around, so it's not the most convenient thing to take with you on trips. The lake is very clear right now. There's really nobody out here. It is a weekday, so that's understandable. There's a beach right there. And that's the boating dock. This is where they store the boats. So many great looking boats here. And I believe I see a sailboat out there. Let's go say hi. Slow down just a little bit to save some battery for the trip. It is quite windy as well, so it's eating to the battery quite quickly. But there it is. There's a sailboat and some other boat further ahead, but we're gonna focus on the sailboat for now. So let's go from over here. Hello, boat people. I know you can't hear me. How you doing, man? I see you. I don't know if he was waving or saying go that way. Something going on here. Boat here as well. Seems like everything's okay. I was thinking that maybe something went wrong for a second that they were intending to, but no. So this is Simcoe Lake. There's not much going on today, but it's quite nice out. A Canadian weather type of day, where it says it's 25, but really it's more like 18. It's definitely more windy day than I had anticipated. What's that song? Something about slow it down. I'm going about 55 kilometers an hour right now. And I know it seems slow compared to earlier, but this is about as fast as a lot of small drones go. I just never knew that. As you may notice, I'm flying quite low, and that's to basically get less wind because it's so windy. I'm hoping that the trees will block some of the wind so that I don't waste too much battery. 4% battery and about 450 meters away. Now I'd like to say I've done this before. It doesn't get any easier. We're at 2% and this is our landing spot right here. This is close. And down we go. That was indeed a very stressful flight. So many flies, mosquitoes over here. Because when you're by the water, it's always like this. Okay, now to relieve a little bit of that stress, we can go through what I brought today. I have here one of the most Canadian fast foods that you can get, A&W, and my favorite sandwich from over there is the what's it called? The Chubby chicken burger. It's something like this. It's basically chicken, lettuce, and mayo. Not very much, but a great combination. I keep hearing sounds all around. I'm not sure if it's people or animals or just the waves. I really miss this. In Asia, you can get food everywhere, like all sorts of food, but it's mostly Asian food. And I love my chicken fried rice or seafood fried rice, but it doesn't beat a Chubby chicken burger. So now I bought 3 very Canadian beers because, as you know, right now we're being very patriotic. So we'll start out with something that's a craft beer made by Flying Monkeys, and it has a very unusual name. I'm sure you appreciate it. It's called Juicy Us. I really hope it doesn't taste like us. Now I had it before, but I haven't had these drinks in a very long time, so cheers. Yeah, maybe it tastes a little bit like us. Canadians are very honest. Am I going to drink more of it? Yeah, why not? So if you are Canadian, you can get these beers at the local stores over here. There's a Flying Monkeys brewery in Barrie, Ontario, in Canada, where you can actually go and have the beer at their restaurant. These flies are killing me. They're not biting, but they're just scaring me. So you can You can buy this beer here, but if you're not from Canada, I'm sorry, this beer is only available here. If you want to taste us, come to Canada. Come back later and consummate your marriages, okay? But not right now. Now next up, I have something that I haven't had since I was in engineering, since I was studying engineering. This is different actually. So let me tell you about it. This is Bone Shaker. It's made by Amsterdam Brewery here in Canada, and they have a restaurant right by the lake in Toronto where you can have the beer there, and it's really a nice place. But this beer that I had, it used to be 10% alcohol when I had it back when I used to be in school. Now it says 7.1, so they have brought it down a notch. But what I can say about it is that same as the Juicy Ass beer, Bone Shaker is very accurate to its name. I had it once and it shook my bones because this beer, it tastes like shit. Why'd I buy it? Oh, because it's Canadian. All right, wish me luck. If there's one beer in the world that I'm scared of, it's this one. Now it's massive. It's 568 milliliters, which I suppose not quite that big, but it's a big beer. The Juiciest was 473 milliliters, and that was 6.5%. This one here, 7.1. Now I built up a bit of anticipation, but here we go. Oh yeah, cheers. Oh, they changed it. Nope. I still got that nasty kick afterwards. Okay, so it's lighter, it's easier than it used to be when it was 10%, but it's still such a shit beer. This is only for college and university students, because when you're poor and cheap, you buy what you can afford. Oh my god, I am not gonna finish this. I'll sit that down over there for a long while. Oh god, I think I have an upset stomach now. What the hell was I thinking? I can't do this, so I'm gonna move on to the next beer, and this is the most Canadian thing you can have, and I dare you, go and search on YouTube for Molson Canadian I Am Canadian commercial, because that is the most Canadian commercial that anyone has ever made. This is the Canadian beer, and let's give it a shot. Now if you're wondering why I always wipe my beer, is because everywhere in the world they store cans in factories, and everywhere in the world they have rats, so therefore they have rat poisoning around their shops, and rats will walk on the cans potentially, which means that they can transfer the poison to the can. So you should always clean the top of the can before you drink, just to make sure you don't get poisoned with rat poisoning. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the most Canadian beer you can have. I want to give you a Canadian cheers for the last beer and the most Canadian one we're going to have today. Oh yeah, that solves everything. That is so much better. Oh wow. Yeah, Bone Shaker, forget about it. It's not for me, it's probably not for you, but Canadian is for everyone. Well, this is one of the most popular Canadian beers. I imagine you probably can't get this around the world. Maybe some very specific places, but it's not something you'd find in Thailand, in Europe. It's a specialty. It will be in a specialty section somewhere else if you were to find it. You can find it everywhere in Canada. It's been a wonderful time having you with me today, trying out and enjoying my Canadian beers and having my Canadian sandwich at a Canadian beach with a Canadian lake in Canada. So have a wonderful rest of your day and come back for more videos like this or different. There's plenty of options. Signing off now.